poor old Claudine, she just said it's up and crazy.
Right, we're live now.
Okay. And now we are live.
Hello everybody, welcome to day 11 of the 21 days of gratitude. So we are over the halfway mark.
We are. Yes, we are.
And
yeah,
just trying to do there.
Yeah.
Just you on my screen now instead of like
so
the YouTube live thing as well. Okay, so
you're feeling grateful for that, for having just me on the screen.
Let's drop into this space first of all, and we're going to do one of the warm-up exercise cards actually, which is light body activation.
Let's do it.
Let's do that to begin with. I think I know it without looking at it actually. So close your eyes and take a few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mind. Out through the mind.
Yeah.
Out through the mouth. Okay, I can see it's one of those days. Okay, so closing your eyes again. Take a deep breath in through the nose and let it go out the mouth. So circular breathing, and you can let go with a sigh if that feels good. Letting go of any tension in the body, energizing as you breathe in. Letting go on the out breath. So notice how when you start to breathe and come into presence, that your body starts to relax. And so now imagine taking your awareness all the way down to the tips of your toes. Feel the tips of your toes, maybe give them a bit of a wiggle. And then imagine that here you have, floating just above your feet, a sphere of beautiful sparkly light. It can be any colour you like. And on the next in-breath, you're going to pull that into your toes. Breathing into your feet. Breathe the light into your ankles. Breathe the light into your calves. Breathe the light into your knees. Breathe the light into your thighs. Breathe the light into your hips and pelvis. Breathe the light all the way up your spine and central torso. Separating at your shoulders and then breathing down into your upper arms. Breathe the light into your elbows. Breathe the light into your forearms. Breathe into your wrists. Breathe into your hands. And breathe into your fingers. And moving that light all the way up through your arms into your neck. Feel that light swirling around your throat. And then allowing that light to come into your eyes, your nose, your cheekbones, maybe yawn out your face. Into your jaw, your ears, spiraling around all of your head up into the crown. And just feel your body now all filled with this beautiful sparkling light. And if there's anywhere that you feel particular tension, or maybe there's some pain in your body, ask that light to go towards it on the next in-breath, and then on the out-breath, just let it expand any contraction and just completely dissipate. And then bringing your hands to your chest. Just noticing the warmth of your hands on your heart. And giving that special, beautiful light a place in your heart. As you breathe in, let that light get brighter. And as you breathe out, let it just expand. And just notice that sense of warmth and expansion in your body, in your heart. This place of tenderness. So sometimes if we haven't been in touch with our heart for a little while, you might feel a little bit emotional. This is great. So just to let those emotions arise and just keep breathing into your heart. And then when you're ready, take a stretch. Yawn out the face, open your eyes. That feels good. Even for me, who was facilitating it.
That's best though, isn't it? If it's still good for you to do.
Okay, so let's play some Raise Your Vibe. So these, if you haven't joined us before, Raise Your Vibe is a game that I created. It's called Raise Your Vibe, the game of gratitude, and it is designed to raise your frequency into a higher state of lightness through the power of being grateful for the things that you've already got in your life, for nature, for all sorts of different things. So let us. Oh, Stacey's going to choose the card.
Oh, I don't mind.
She's already.
I'm on it with my fan.
And so we're each going to take 68 seconds to talk about a particular question, or not a question, a statement that Stacey is choosing there.
Well, I chose this one, but I'm not sure if we did this one a couple of days ago. I've got a person who believes in me is. I mean, believes in me now, specifically now.
Oh, we did that yesterday, I think.
Was it yesterday?
I think it was yesterday. But it's a good card.
No, yesterday we did a person who I am most grateful for right now.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you're right, actually. Okay, so let's do this again. So 68 seconds. And whoever's talking, it's just like talking from the heart. So you feel into that expanded space and then speak from that place. And whoever is witnessing, you're just soft eye gaze, no interruptions, just really hearing what the other person has to say. Who's going to go first? Me.
You?
Go on then.
Go on then. When you're ready, Rebecca, please. A person who believes in you now is.
A person who believes in me now is, who is my lovely husband again. And he does believe in me, and he believes in the work that I do, although he doesn't completely comprehend it or understand what I do. He knows that I am very resourceful and good, shall we say, good at what I do. Yeah, so he has a lot of faith in me, for my work especially, and I think for other reasons as well, but he really does believe in me in a way that probably I haven't been that supported by a partner before. I don't think I've never been quite so supported. All of me is supported by him, so like the personal, the work, everything is like held. And so big shout out to Lyndon.
Yeah, shout out to Lyndon. Right, so you know what, I didn't think about what I was going to say because I was actually completely listening to you, so I wasn't actually thinking about so, which is good. Yeah. So yeah, a person who believes in me now, I'd have to say is my friend Katie. She is always on my team, like no matter what, you know, whatever I've been through in the last 20 years that we've been friends. It's been a long time now that she's always had my back, you know, emotionally or just however, you know. She sends me gifts in the post, you know, to like keep me, like just all sorts of things, you know, like wherever I come up and go, I'm going to do this, and she's like, great, you can do that, I totally believe in you. So yeah, it's cracking. We've known each other for about 20, it's about 22, 23 years. So we used to work together, and our job was a job that where you had to develop a reasonable amount of resilience. We were street fundraisers together like 20 odd years ago. So we would be out there in the rain and the snow and the just onslaught of insults, and we just, you know, got into this habit of really bigging each other up all the time, and it's continued for 22 years of bigging each other up friendship. So yeah.
Nice.
Oh, okay. I've lost my phone. We'll choose this another one, shall I?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Ooh, ready? I am grateful for my breath because. I go first or shall I go first?
You go first this time.
All right. I'm grateful for my breath because having studied yoga when I was in my early 20s, we really went down into the breath, and we did so much work with breath. And so I'm grateful for my ability to connect with it and my ability to use that breath to pretty much do anything. So when we were doing like quite uncomfortable, especially for me, like really problem with hip opening asana, and it just makes me cry and all that kind of carry on. And so being able to use my breath to be able to get comfortable into that posture. But I also now use my breath I know that my breath is there for me when I'm doing something that can be quite hard, like quite a lot. My job is quite physical. It's a lot of carrying things and lifting heavy things and moving stuff around, and I know that my breath is there for me even when I'm like laboring and I'm kind of like dragging really heavy things around. I know that my breath is bringing all that power into me. So yeah, I'm grateful for my breath for that.
Okay, I am grateful for my breath. Breath is amazing. Breath is life force. Breath is like the biggest way to heal ourselves and move into transformation. And I remember years ago, like before I learned all this stuff, I remember that I used to spend a lot of because I was so traumatized, I spend a lot of my time holding my breath when I was doing things. And it was only when I really started to learn to breathe through an amazing teacher of mine, Amoda, who is the founder of Ecstatic Awakening Dance. She taught me basically how to breathe properly through holotropic breath work. Although I'd been doing the same thing with yoga, but I think just that conscious connected breathing, which I now teach myself, is just like same what you were saying. My breath is always there for me. Whenever I'm doing anything, I engage my breath, like any physical kind of thing. If I'm walking up a hill, I'm like, right, okay, breathe. Remember to breathe, because I just notice that's it.
Well, there we go. Do you want to play one more?
Shall we? Or shall we go for a wild card?
I mean, we can. And I pick it blind. What if I pick one that we can't have? I've picked the mighty Om.
Okay, let's do the Om again.
Om again. We can always Om, you know, there's nothing wrong with an Om.
You know what I realised with this video? When we both do it together, it cancels the sound out. Yeah. So why don't you do an Om, and then I'll do an Om, and then you do an Om, and I'll do an Om, and that'll be it.
And we can do that. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, and anyone who is watching this video, then definitely do Om along, which is one of my favourite words. It just makes me laugh so much. So Om along with me. Okay, I'll Om first. Oh.
I don't know when you finish, because like it doesn't, after the first little bit it just cuts out. I think the computer's not that great, so let me try and see if it cuts out for you. Mm-hmm. Oh, did you hear it?
It cut out and then it came back in again.
Do you think it's maybe because I changed the pitch slightly? Do you think microphones are that fussy? Because it's impossible to do singing bowls on the microphones, because it just doesn't, so I wonder if it's something to do with, I don't know.
I would love to say I could control my pitch, but I can't.
You go again. You go again.
Do you mean like, I don't even know where my microphone is. Do you want me to like?
Should we both just do it together, because it's going to cut out anyway? You know what I mean?
Who knows? It might flip backwards and forwards between the two of us. Who knows?
Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Oh. That was quite scary, that face.
My face.
I was kind of like your own face. I hope that's not your orgasm face.
Yeah, a while ago, I had this like complete, you know, when you have like a little wobble, I call it like a little emotional wobble, because like most of the time I'm pretty stable, and I'm sure my kids would disagree, but anyway, and then all of a sudden I just had this like sudden paranoia that I had like the world's worst orgasm face. Not really in a situation with anyone that I can ask. I was just like, oh my God, what if it's horrific? And now I feel, God, probably is then, isn't it? I'm supposed to be at peace with life and the universe whilst I'm pumping, because, you know, Om is the sound of all creation, isn't it? Om is the sound of the whole earth resonating at once.
Exactly.
I like to think that, like, you know, my orgasm takes me to that place where I am at one with the entire of everything. So yeah. Cheers, Rebecca.
Well, now you know, at least. Just
what friends are for. That is what friends are for, isn't it?
So on that note, I think let's finish, and let's talk about release your orgasmic potential, shall we?
I mean, that leads in quite nicely.
It totally leads into that.
It really does. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm super excited about this, because I've just had the kind of meeting with the venue today. You know, I mean, it's not my venue, I don't own the venue, but like it's partly mine, as it were. I'm kind of invested in it, as it were. And just discussing the kind of new options of like where we can set ourselves up for and the kind of options for all the lovely little woodland cabins as well. So it's kind of like getting quite exciting, and I can definitely decorate them up with nice things to make you feel orgasmic for your
And this is really about what's so important about orgasms. I mean, when you book up to release your orgasmic potential, I'm going to send you this beautiful and very interesting article about what orgasms do for the female body and the brain especially. There's all sorts of amazing things like staving off dementia, and just all these really amazing things that orgasms are good for. And it's not about it's not about
how you look.
It's about understanding that orgasms are part of our creatrix being as a woman. And when we're not able to orgasm for whatever reason, and there's lots of different reasons why women can't reach orgasm, and I'm not just talking about with a partner, but sometimes women can't reach orgasm on their own because there's lots of levels of shame and different things going on within the body mind system. And so this weekend is really an exploration, that it gives you that opportunity to explore, if there is anything that's holding you back. And you're going to be it's a really safe, sacred space that we create together. And it's really important that we do that, so that everybody feels safe, honored, and able to maybe be vulnerable enough to share some things. But you don't have to share anything that you don't want to. This is not about I'm this and I'm that. It's about experiencing the different exercises that we're going to be doing, and then journaling your own experience of that and what that is to you. And if you want to share anything from that space, then that's okay. But it's not a therapeutic group where we're all going to be sharing everything that's ever happened to us, or this is about empowering you to step into your body and release any shame, anything that because what I know after 20 odd years of working with this orgasmic women's body stuff is that if we're not inhabiting our bodies fully, then it's virtually impossible to have that orgasmic experience, because the intimacy needs to start here, enough to be able to trust your intimacy with somebody else. And or if you are intimate with yourself but you feel shame about that, like it's something that you shouldn't be doing, then that's something that's it's about letting go of these conditions. And it's, although we're part of a group, it's entirely for our own experience. So I just want to and it's amazing. I've done this work, like I say, for years and years, and I do it mostly one-to-one, and then I did lots of stuff called Womb Wisdom Keepers, which I started about 12 years ago. So I've been doing this womb work for quite a long time, and it is really amazing when you get a group a tribe of women together who want to learn and grow and be there, be supported, but also give that support. And we set the boundaries of that with some really clear rules, which sounds awful, but it needs to be in place at the beginning so that everybody feels that they know what their part is and how much they can share and what, you know, and that they don't have to look after other people as well. Because that's something that we do as women a lot of the time. We, you know, if somebody else is feeling a certain way, then we can try and help or fix, or, and that is not necessarily very useful. So this is a space, and what happens, oh my God, what happens when we get together in a group? There's just love, and there's laughter, and there's transformation, and there's tears, and there's joy, and there's dancing, and there's just all these amazing things that just kick off. And yeah, it's awesome. So I really, you know, and the reason why I'm doing more in-person workshops this year as well is because I'm just so fed up of doing things online. I want to be with my tribe again. I want to be with my women. I want to be with my men. I want to be with people. So there we go.
There we go. I think for me, I I don't normally have a problem reaching an orgasm, but I do know that it could be better as well. You know, like I know that there is more to go, but I also know how incredibly creative I am in that point, like before, during, and after. And when I'm like, when I am experiencing it, like more often, then I do feel more, I am more creative just generally in my life. So yeah, I think that's another reason why people should think about attending something like this, because even if you don't have a problem with orgasms, like it doesn't mean that you can't, like you say, like really learn about that creative power and really unlock more of it. Because we've all had, I mean, I don't know, depending on what culture you've, you know, been raised in, we've all got elements of like shame that are put on us about our female bodies, whether that's about the way they look, or whether it's about, you know, like the just genuine female functions, you know, like, you know, the whole stupid thing that people used to say that doesn't make any sense is like, oh, women don't sweat, they glow. I mean, that's absolute rubbish. We sweat. Like, come on, you know. And then there's like shame in sweating, and then you see, you know, people go, oh God, you know, I'm at the gym and I'm really sweaty and it's horrible. And I'm like, so there's lots of stuff that comes for us in shame that could really help a lot of people to just let go of it.
Yeah, come into your beautiful body just as it is, and, you know, celebrate yourself. That is exactly what we need to do. When we celebrate ourselves, then we come into that state of alignment, which works, and that's when the creativity flows. Okay, so let's finish this live here today. Bye. See you tomorrow.